Take a look at the February 12th agricultural news. The 17th International Marketing Meeting of the U.S. Grains Council is underway in Tampa, Florida, with 350 people in attendance working on strategies and planning for 2020 and beyond. During the first session, Eric Snodgrass, principal atmospheric scientist with Nutrien Ag Solutions, spoke on weather and how this year isn't a normal winter.
This is one of those years where things are kind of highly anomalous. We don't have an El Nino or La Nina driving anything. Sometimes that really helps us figure out the longer term pattern. We don't have one of those now. Really what we have to pay attention to is Alaska. And what we've noticed is that after a very warm 2019, 2020 began extremely cold in Alaska. So all the cold air is there, the North Atlantic is cold, and the Arctic is cold. So if all the cold's there, our jet stream follows it. And therefore we don't get the regular deep penetrating cold that comes with snow that sticks around, freezes the top 18, 20 inches of soil. And instead this year, it's just been one of those years where we've avoided that. I mean, it's even worse the farther east you go. The Great Lakes, I need to find the number here, but it's a very small fraction of the lakes right now that are covered in ice, when normally maybe 40 to 50% of them have ice on it right now. So we've gone through a winter that's been exceptionally mild. And by the way, just so you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that spring will be mild. I'd love it if they correlated, but they don't. So we're gonna have to wait to see how it's going to move forward from there.
And there's a reason, he said, for planting delays we're seeing right now in the South.
It's a pretty cool thing. We look at this thing called the National Phenology Network. It's using ground-based temperature measurements, but it's also using leaf out reports. In other words, what's budding, and the whole of the South right now is about 20 days ahead of normal on spring, even though, you're right, that part of central and western Texas has seen big snowfall events.
In Tampa, Florida, I'm Susan Littlefield on the Rural Radio Network.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.